Kopi Luwak. Kopi Luwak is one of the most expensive coffees in the world, selling for between $220 and $1,100 per kilogram, $100 and $500 per pound in 2010. The price paid to collectors in the Philippines is closer to $20 per kilogram. The specialty Vietnamese weasel coffee, which is made by collecting coffee beans eaten by wild civets, is sold at $600 per kilogram. The origin of Kopi Luwak is closely connected to the history of coffee production in Indonesia. Dutch colonialists established coffee plantations in Indonesia and imported beans from Yemen. Black ivory. Black ivory coffee is among the world's most expensive coffees, at $2,000 per kilogram. The producer sells the coffee to select luxury hotels, where it is sold at $50 per cup. This coffee was first produced by Black Ivory Coffee Company, Limited at the Golden Triangle Asian Elephant Foundation in Changsang, an elephant refuge that cares for rescued elephants. Hacienda La Esmeralda. From 1967, Panama's Hacienda La Esmeralda has always been a place where fauna and flora flourishes. The Peterson family initially focused on cattle farming but diversified in the 1980s by introducing coffee cultivation. This strategic move aimed to capitalize on the high-altitude potential for producing exceptional geisha coffee. In 2004, Hacienda La Esmeralda's Jaramillo Special Geisha won the Best of Panama competition, setting a record for the highest bid at a coffee auction. It won the competition and sold for a then-record price of $350 per pound, $770 per kilogram. In 2017, a lot of natural geisha from Hacienda La Esmeralda. Geisha from Hacienda La Esmeralda established a new Best of Panama record of $601 per pound, $1,320 per kilogram. El Injerto. Father and son team Arturo Aguirre Sr. and Arturo Aguirre Jr. own and operate Finca El Injerto with tireless dedication to quality practices and sustainable farming. Finca El Injerto is a 750-hectare farm located in the mountains in the department of Huetenango, near Guatemala's western border. A lot of green, or unroasted, coffee beans from Finca El Injerto in Guatemala, sold for $500.50 a pound, one of the highest prices ever paid for coffee. This auction helps solidify El Injerto's position among the first rank of coffee farms. Jamaican Blue Mountain Coffee. Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee, or Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee, is a classification of coffee grown in the Blue Mountains of Jamaica. The coffee was introduced to Jamaica in 1728. Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee is an Arabica coffee bean variety called Typica, which originated in southwestern Ethiopia. Why is Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee so expensive? Because of supply and demand, the coffee is not that special. Most of the production is imported to Japan, around 90%, and the rest of the world have to fight for 10% of the production. It is sold for $240 per kilogram. That is why it is so expensive. Hawaiian Kona Coffee. Kona coffee is the market name for coffee, Coffea arabica, cultivated on the slopes of Hualalai and Mauna Loa in the North and South Kona districts of the Big Island of Hawaii. It is one of the most expensive coffees in the world. Only coffee from the Kona districts can be described as Kona. The weather of sunny mornings, clouds or rain in the afternoon, little wind, and mild nights combined with porous, mineral-rich volcanic soil create favorable coffee-growing conditions. The loanword for coffee in the Hawaiian language is cope, pronounced cope. The coffee plant was brought to the Kona district in 1828 by Reverend Samuel Ruggles from Brazilian cuttings. The Japanese origin families have been joined by Filipinos, mainland Americans, and Europeans. There are approximately 800 Kona coffee farms, with an average size of less than 5 acres, 2 hectares. In 1997, the total Kona coffee area was 2,290 acres, 927 hectares, and green coffee production was just over 2 million pounds, $120 per kilogram, priced for its unique growing conditions and smooth flavor. Los Plains coffee, $100 per kilogram, a Salvadoran coffee with a distinct, sweet flavor profile. Finca Specialty Coffee, FSC, derives its name from the Spanish word finca, which means a farm or small estate. It connotes the ground zero for coffee I.E. the farm, the origin of all coffees. Sergio and Isabel Ticas began production on Finca Los Plains, in the mountainous region of Chalatenango, El Salvador. Coming from Chalatenango, Sergio was not expected to produce a remarkable coffee. And yet, just 6 years later, Sergio collected his plaque for second place in the 2006 El Salvador Cup of Excellence competition. This award, and his remarkable coffee, helped catapult this no-name region of El Salvador into a star in the coffee-growing world.